Hi everyone, welcome to the very first reading class. Now, for the next few weeks, we're going to be looking at an introductory textbook, and hopefully this will be mostly revision for you. We're going to look at some key words like question words, who, what, where, when. We're going to be looking at some key skills like answering true or false, and also we're going to be thinking about how to find the main idea and how to write summary. Now, the texts are all quite short, but they are all based on Western or international ideas. So maybe there will be some vocabulary that you don't know, but hopefully the texts are quite simple and you'll just be able to focus on practicing these key skills that you're going to need for the next 2 years when you study in Brighter Futures. Some of the most basic questions are who, what, where, and when. For example, who is the author? Who is always asking you about a person. And if you're looking for a person, maybe you should be thinking of a person's name, looking for capital letters, or maybe you should be looking for a job title like the cook or the cleaner. The second question, what is the biggest animal? What questions are always looking for things? Now, things is obviously quite general. It could be animals, it could be subjects, it could be a whole range of different things. So what questions are generally quite broad, and you need to read the passages very carefully. Third, where? Where does the animal live? Now, where question is always looking for a place. Again, you might be looking for a proper noun, words that have capital letters like Yangon, Pa'an, or you might be looking for common nouns, for example, at the market, at the school. But where questions will always be looking for a place. And the fourth one, when did you come to school? When questions are asking you for a time. Sometimes you might see other questions like how many, how much. These type of questions are generally looking for numbers. How much is very specific. You're looking for a price for something. Let's have a quick look at a practice. Kunjon and Masu are in a relationship. Kunjon studies at a private school and Masu studies at a university. Every night they meet near Inya Lake and go for a walk. Sometimes they walk up to Shwedagon, other times they go to eat Burmese noodles, but every day they meet at the lake. On this example, the first question is who is in love? And we need to be thinking about that key word there, who. Who is meaning we're looking for a person. And when we're looking for a person, we should always be thinking of people's names. We should be looking for capital letters. And we can see right in the passage, in the very first sentence, Kunjon and Masu are in a relationship. In a relationship is another way of saying maybe boyfriend and girlfriend. It could be a family relationship or a friendship. But looking at this passage, because they meet together near Inya Lake, and they go for a walk, and they eat together, etc., etc. So we can guess that Kunjon and Masu are in the relationship. Because of the way that we're doing the online learning and you're writing the answers into a Google form, it would be really difficult for Google to mark if you write full sentences. And so we just need you to write the main words, the phrases, the key points. So in this example, you should have written Kunjon and Masu. Now, the second question is looking at what do they do in their free time? And the key word here is what. What do they do? Now, do is an action verb. So what do they do? Maybe we're looking for some kind of verb. It says, Kunjon studies at a private school. This is education. This is not free time. Masu studies at a university. Again, this is studying, is education. It is not free time. However, the next sentence says, they meet near Inya Lake and they go for a walk. They eat Burmese noodles. So what do they do in their free time? They meet, go for a walk, and eat Burmese noodles. The last question for this example, for this practice, says, where do they go every day? Where? So that key question word, where, is asking for a location. And it does say every day. Now, every night they meet near Inya Lake. Sometimes they walk up to Shwedagon. Other times they eat Burmese noodles. But every day they meet at the lake. So because the question is asking for every, we need to be looking at every day they meet near the lake. So the correct answer would be near Inya Lake, or simply Inya Lake. Okay, we're going to look at another quick practice. In Brighter Futures, the students are very different. Some, like Ekletu, come from military backgrounds and are very careful about what they eat because they want to be strong. Others, like Sia, like to drink a lot and don't mind looking like pregnant ladies. Some students like to eat dog meat and others don't eat any meat. Some students are single, others are playboys and playgirls. So the first question, who likes to drink a lot of alcohol? Now, who, as we already thought about, who is always going to be a person's name. And as we look at this passage, we see two people's names. We see Ekletu and we see Sia. But what does it say about these two people? For Ekletu, he's from a military background. He's very careful about what he eats. Sia, he likes to drink a lot. He is Taicha. And he looks like a pregnant lady. So he drinks a lot. He gets very big. Who likes to drink a lot of alcohol? The correct answer would be Sia. Now, the second question, where do the students stay? Where is asking you for a place. So we have in Brighter Futures. The students are different. Some like Ekletu come from military backgrounds, they're very careful. Others like Sia like to drink a lot. Some students like to eat dog meat, others don't eat any meat. Some are single, some are playboys. The only answer that we have for a location is Brighter Futures. So we should write down Brighter Futures. The last question is, what meat do the students like to eat? And the key word here is what. What meat do the students like to eat? And so we're looking for an eating verb. And we can see the word meat here. We can see the word meat in the question. Here we have the word meat, and here we have the word meat. So the animal that comes before the word meat is dog. So the correct answer would be dog meat. So we've come to the end of these couple of practice questions. I know that these are really easy, but it's just to give you that idea that you look at the question and you see the key word in the question, and that tells you the type of answer that you're looking for. You're also looking for the other words in the questions, the subjects, the objects, and you're trying to match those words into the passage. We're going to try a longer practice now. It's on the Google Forms. If you click the link, it'll take you there. Just a quick word of warning though. When you're doing the answers on Google, if you put capital letters in the wrong place or if you spell the words incorrectly, because it is a computer program that's marking this, not a teacher, it might mark the answer wrong. I will look at all the answers at the end just to make sure that you didn't get marked down for a wrong spelling mistake or a wrong capital letter. Have a go and we'll look at the answers together when you're finished.